Hello? Chat? Are you there? Let her cook, as the young people say. Oh, next time we call. That would be cute. Okay. No, you're not alone. Hello. Okay, that was fun. Let me get on my proper headset and get some music going. We can have music now. Yay! We be here. Good. And it looks like we're going straight into some ads. But I'll snooze it because we just got started back. This one you look yellowish? Oh, I didn't turn on the lights yet. Oops, I forgot. Just a moment. I mean, I was also in natural, like, kitchen lighting, which was very bright. You're in the monitor now, you are. Okay. My hair up because I'm getting too warm. Okay. Lights. It doesn't make so much of a difference, does it? I think there's also a filter on the camera on this one. I think I did do a yellow tint on purpose because I like the less washed out in my mind. Street to orange. I love orange. All right. Hi. Hi, everyone. That was my house. And I guess we're still technically in it. I'll put some tunes on. No. What no? I was AFK for a few minutes and we raided out to a game dev stream. You did. Actually, I think mine's still set to just chatting, so let me fix that. No, we're not just chatting. We're getting some work done. What? Software and game dev. You can't just say game dev. Here we go. Really don't like yellow and orange? Well, I do. I'm on my way to hide under your desk and live in that bin. You mean the one the dog lives in? You want to live where my dog lives? But that's her home. Okay. I will share. Well, that's nice. What's the ugliest color in your opinion? Probably green. I think green is pretty bad. Purple can be bad too. It really depends on the shade for everything. There's also pretty greens. It really depends. All right, let's do some jams. Rip, Mr. Zombie. Are you house trained? I feel like the reason zombies are green is because they are an off-putting color. And like, that's the point. Because they're dead, you know? It's like, ugh. Zombies, you know? You know what I'm saying? Maybe, let's just use some lo-fi. Keep it simple. Nice. You look amazing. Your camera and room looks good. I believe you'll be successful in your stream in the future. Happy weekend, my unknown friend. Thank you so much, Cocomel. Welcome in. Undead, exactly. I'm a repulsive triple threat. Ah, you're great. They are rotten, exactly. I like dark green, khaki shirt, but emerald is lovely green. Yeah, I don't like emerald. I think that's not one that I'm crazy about. All right, so what was I doing? Oh, yeah. This is like a minor fix. Remove the word coins from coin count display. So I had been working on a few fixes this morning for like UI stuff, but what I want to be doing for this stream for Sunday Funday, yay, Sunday Funday. I need water. The sugar from the whipping cream is kind of ruining my coffee. It's just too much. I've been like that and a little bit of batter and some fruit. It's a lot of sugar. Okay, so for Sunday Funday, what I want to do is decor. So the first thing is something that was requested as like could be cool. We have a sled in the woods scene, and there was like a question of could we make this slidable? And I think the answer is yes. So let's do that. So what we'll do is we'll change clear the inheritance. We're gonna change the type here to a rigid body 3D. Come on. And then we'll move this up here and we'll take static body out. So then this so far is the shape, but we need to add an extra collision shape, I think, for the front here. So we'll add in a box. Mad Chirpy! If you'd like to say good morning, heyo, heyo, you missed it. We were in my home. We cooked. But welcome in. Back to game dev. Yes, back to game dev. Oh, okay. We snoozed the ads, I hope, at the last second. Because we just transitioned back to game dev. I don't want to like instantly throw people into ads. What game are you making? So this game is called Chicken Chasers. It is an action casual rage game where you ride a pogo stick and you chase chickens. And I actually have a playtest, an open playtest on Steam right now if you want to just claim it and give the game a try for yourself. Otherwise, no pressure. You can just hang out and you'll see many glimpses of how it is as we do our dev today. But yeah, you chase chickens. They have coins. You collect the coins. You get serotonins. And it's all just gonna be okay. Ooh, yeah, thank you. I forgot. Yeah, we have a wishlist command. I'm distracted from all the baking. We have a wishlist command, so you can get the link. Which I need to change to just be game, so that we can... Funny but cool idea, kind of like Super Mario. Yeah, I'm very heavily inspired by Mario. It's not a platformer, exactly, but there's absolutely some platforming elements. I'll mute the chill music. So, okay, I wanted to show something I've been working on. So I got my game controller. Hi, welcome in. Hope the progress is good today. I literally just started deving. I've been cooking all morning, but we got some good cooking done, and my cake is cooling on the kitchen table. And now we're gonna do some game dev. So I have my controller, and I added, so you can navigate in a loop. I think I did that last night on stream. So we linked these. If you go up now and you click, it makes a sound. I don't know if you heard that. Or no, it's when you navigate to it. Oh, this is like totally inaudible. Interesting. So the other part is I made the settings navigatable. So you can go like this and get around. You can do this and adjust these. You've been cooking, like literally, not metaphorically. Yeah. Yeah, I baked a cake. We had scrambled tofu. And I made some whipped cream for the cake. But the cake was still too warm, so I couldn't decorate it. So then we came back for game dev while it does its stuff off camera. Yeah. But you're just on a roll, like I'm cooking over here. No. Okay, so I wanted to see how the sled feels when it's movable. So let's go check it out. Oh no no no! Oh lord! Alright, come on. It's only 1 kilogram. No! Oh. Godot, right? It is Godot. Yes. Alright, it'd be smarter to do this in the level. Instead of, doing it where there's an edge. Also, I just noticed a bug. Yay! Okay, that's fun. It should be heavier, though, I think. Ooh. Alright. So, we'll add some mass to it, but that's fun. Maybe 6 kilograms? Should we do a custom physics material? Maybe lower the friction so it slides? Subtracts the bounciness from a colliding object's bounciness. No. Just make it slide. Alright, let's try it again. I'm gonna mute the game though, so we can just stay in the chill tunes for a while. I love that I can just do that now with the controller. Yeah, I have to adjust the bus. I have like a mute on the, or a amplifier on the bus itself for the UI sound effects, and I think I made it too low. All right, it looks like we're going into ads now. I am gonna take a bathroom break because I could use one. New idea, could you make the global button stay selected when you move to different leaderboards? Checking out the global leaderboards and vice versa, I guess, is made harder having to select each time. Interesting. So when you set global for one, it just stays global for all of them. I could definitely do that. It looks great. Thank you. It's still very much a work in progress. Like, even looking at this UI, I'm like, oh no, don't look at it. But thank you. We're trying. I'm expecting a few more weeks, at the very least, of polishing with what we have right now. And then we're going to work on additional levels that are already partially done and get those into the playtest as well. Then we'll have even more people can do. All right, I'm going to take a bathroom break. BRB. Sorry about the ads. I have returned. Okay. I was like, yeah, a standing desk. I could stand for a while. And then now I'm like, I've been standing all morning cooking, haven't I? I'm gonna sit down. All right. So we were gonna test the. We were gonna test the sled and see if it slips around, slips and slides. Like, we will slip on it as well, because low friction goes both ways. If I can even touch it. Oh. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's fun. I think we could make it even heavier, but that is pretty fun. And I might adjust the collision shape just so it doesn't clip through the ground as much. Make it a little taller. Orange. I can do that. Let me just add it to the list. I like immediately got whipped cream on my fingers from my coffee. Oop. All right. Light blue. Do I have light blue? Yeah, I have things that I would classify as light blue. Yellow. Excellent. This scarf is gonna be so long. This is gonna be awesome. Just imagine like what it's gonna look like in like 2 years. It's gonna be like half my house. All right, so yeah, let's make this heavier so it doesn't slide as far, but it still slides. I love it. Okay. Okay. So we had 6, so maybe 20. Just like a big difference. Should we have multiple sleds, or does having just one make it more special? I feel like having just one makes it more special. Oh! It should just get stuck on the... Could I push it off? The clipping is awful. Maybe I could lower the draw priority so it is always under or always over. Frangipani. I don't know what that color is. What's the closest? Beige. Oh, I got beige. Yeah, I think you're the first person who has requested beige. Ooh. Yeah, I like it. Just the drawing order thing. Can I actually control that? More orange? Okay. The true shade of beige. I can't be that precise. Like, we're dealing with yarn I already own only. But I will do my best. So I set this render priority. I think that's what I want. Higher priority objects will be sorted in front of lower priority objects. In other words, all objects with render priority 1 will render before all objects with render priority 0. No. I don't want it in front of everything. I want it depth based. Okay. I think sorting. The amount by which the depth of this visual instance 3D will be adjusted when sorting by depth. Uses the same units as the engine. Adjusting it to higher value will make the visual instance 3D reliably draw on top of other visual instance 3Ds that are otherwise positioned at the same spot. Excellent. To ensure it always draws on top of other objects around it, not positioned at the same spot, set the offset to be greater than the distance between this visual instance 3D and other nearby visual instance 3Ds. Perfect. That is exactly what I needed. So if I do 0.5, that's probably too much. Say 0.1, it should stop clipping with the snow. But we'll find out. All right, maybe like a bigger buffer, but it does seem like it's somewhat working. It looks so funny. I think the snow has an offset of 0.2, so maybe if we do like 0.25, could be enough. I'm having such a nice morning. I hope you all are too. I'm sad to be going back to work and not being doing chicken chasers full time for a while, but it'll be okay. It'll be readjusting back to normal schedule and finding what works. Yeah, so 0.25 is still a little too less. Extended holiday was good. I'll miss it. Yeah. I do, thank you. I was, but then it stopped being morning. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it technically did here too, didn't it? 0.85. In a month, I have a longer holiday. Nice. Mine was pretty long already. I mean, it's like I technically paid for it, you know what I mean? Like, but still, like, want to be appreciative of what I got, because I mean, a lot of people don't get it. They don't get holidays like that. but still a little sad. Morning was way too short. Was awake till 4 a.m. playing around with AIs. Or else? AIs? I assume AI. Something I was thinking about, and I kind of mentioned it while I was doing cooking this morning. I'm thinking about focusing a bit more on YouTube and making content that's like game dev, but also slice of life and like just like on a more regular basis promoting my game, and also just kind of focusing on, I want to change this to a cylinder, focusing on like the aesthetic aspects of my game now, because I feel like from a technical perspective, yeah, there's like more to do, but there's not so much more to do that I can't give the visuals more love and like make it a game that people would, you know, be excited to play. How many engines do you know? I know 3. I know Godot, which is what I'm using here. I know Unity. I used that for about 6 months when I was first learning game dev. And I know Snowdrop, which is the engine at my game studio, or at my work, which is the game studio. It's the engine that I work on. I would say I know it. I've used it. I'm working on my one engine. Are you making your own engine, or you mean like you're learning your first engine? The weekend went by way too fast. I agree. I mean, it's not done yet. It's still Sunday Funday. Oops. I just duplicated that instead of saving. This might be an issue of a shape, but we're going to use it. And we'll see how it goes. On your own. Oh, cool. That's hard. Making your own engine is really tough. I don't fully understand why people do it, honestly. Like, unless the reason you're doing it is because you like doing it, or like you're making a game that really needs it, or like in my case, working in a AAA studio, it's like they make their own engine because they're trying to make games with graphics better than what other games could possibly make. But then it's like they accept that they're gonna have to pay a lot to get it there, just for fun, to make a game. Okay. Yeah, if you want to make a game and like making the game is less important than just like having fun and making an engine and coding and stuff, then I get that. But if you wanted to like make a game to make a game and you're making your own engine, then I don't know if I would do the same. This is spinning. I'm curious, for those that have played Chicken Chasers up till now, Ani said that they thought it was too hard for like a child to be able to progress through the game. And I was wondering if that was how other people saw it too, because it's definitely something like I have no idea. And I'm interested to know if I'm making this game too hard for kids, that's like a problem, because visually, like it's the visual style is meant to attract kids. And like appeal to like all ages, basically. Like I think I have it under the family tag even. The Reddit welcome in. Thank you for following. I think this sled is too slippery. I'm gonna increase the friction a little bit. And then I think we're done with the sled. And then we'll move on to other things. Greener pastures. I also know Unreal, and I would for 99% of the time use Unreal, like for the game I'm making right now. But sometimes people need their own engine for certain games. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, if you're making a game that can't be made in an existing game engine, like if you were making Minecraft, you should not use like a commercial engine for that. You should make your own because that's way too specific and like it needs to be optimized for that. Patricia, welcome in. Lifts up Temptic and puts Temptic in Connie's head. On Connie's head. In Connie's head. Okay, now I just can't even move the sled. In Connie's head. I can, but it's harder. Oh no, I can. I just need to be good. When will the game be out? The plan as of now is that this game will come out in the fall, after it goes to the October Next Fest on Steam. But I'm gonna be flexible on that because because I'm doing this as a hobby and I can't like force a deadline, nor do I feel like I need to. Because like I'm not doing this for money. Temptic already lives rent free in Connie's head. How many wish lists do you have? Very few. That's part of my motivation to go slower and focus more on the aesthetics and marketing. I have very few wish lists from what I would have expected, just based on like how far the development of the game is from a technical perspective. But since I put it into playtest, which was only just like Wednesday, it's only a couple days now. Since I put it into playtest, and I've been getting more feedback on like the UI and the visual cohesion and stuff, it's given me a lot of more like I can see it better from other people's eyes now that I've gotten the feedback, and I have a better idea of what to change to make it even better. And I've been working on it this last couple days and will continue to really just put a demo on Steam for Next Fest. Yeah, so that's the plan. It's going to be the one in October for Next Fest, and there'll be a demo. And right now I just have the playtest, which is a open public playtest. So it's basically the demo, but like a demo that has like the asterisk of being in development still. That is up on Steam right now. So like you could play the game right now if you like. But I don't even feel like I want to record screen recordings of the game as it currently is, because now I can see what ways it's ugly, and I'm like, just make it less ugly and then do it. Because yeah, I need new screenshots. They're really out of date. I need a new trailer. It's very out of date. Yeah, I got stuff cooking. If one release game after deadline, the game is released dead. Is it not? Or is there another life after death? Deadlines are imaginary, and the points don't matter. Okay. Yeah, the actual number of wish lists, I'm at 99 right now. And the game's been on Steam for like 3 weeks. Or a month, even. So that's not very cash money. Made sled slidable. The deadline's a lifeline. The deadline is wishful thinking. Yeah. Okay, so sled is done. Let's go into the... I'll just navigate. If I can. Can't remember what I was doing. So, okay, we have, I'm at 66 Steam wishlist, but I cleaned up in there a while back. Cleaned up in there. Like, you polished the game or the Steam page? So, I think what I want to do is I want to add some visual clutter to the island that represents the tutorial. And then I'm going to use that as inspiration to change the look of the tutorial. Hey, Kobinja, welcome in. Because here in Northern Germany, we don't like to talk that much. Moin. 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 It's coffee time. To develop a renderer. At first I read that as reindeer. But renderer. I was gonna say, I made a reindeer. It was awesome. Static body. Is this for the fence? Yes. Okay. Fence. Engine is a huge word, so right now I just say renderer. But engine's a smaller word. To be semantic. Rest. To be pedantic, I guess. Semantic. Semantics when you're pedantic. So I was thinking it makes sense that along the edge of the fence would be grass because it's harder to mow there. I almost said it's harder to shave. It's harder to mow. And then around the windmill as well. So let's clump up some grass clumps. Just vibe code it like pro game devs. Does that look like too much? I guess it depends on how much else we got going on in the room. In the space. I have like smaller clumps I could also use for more like precision arranging, but I'd rather not. I'm gonna make a grass node. Why do they call it vibe coding? I think the idea, but I don't know. I'm just guessing. So if anyone else knows, let me know. I think the idea is that you're just coding based on vibes rather than like you know, insight. Yeah. Vibes instead of knowledge. Yeah. You two are so cute. Twins. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I want it to like feel nice still and not like terribly cluttered. So I was just gonna do the edge, but just doing the edge makes it feel really artificial. But like, if you had a fence, it would be more grassy at the fence line. Right? But it just looks messy. Like maybe if I add in some variety. Like create gaps. Good fun day. Hello, Brainoid. Welcome in. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I'm guessing you were sleeping. But we did an IRL stream for a little bit. Oh, I thought I saw something move. You had a good sleep? Good. Did you dream of chasing chickens? Did you have sugar plum chickens dancing in your head? That doesn't make sense. Yeah, the VOD's probably adorable. I feel like it started cute because I didn't know what was happening. And I was like, is it even on? For like a minute. Like, am I audible? I'm probably gonna watch the VOD on that one. I feel like some little mushrooms might be cute too. But overall, I'm just not sure. Like, is this just too much of the same? Hey, deck guy Bruce, welcome in. Happy Sunday. We can have a VOD watch party. That would be so fun. I could stream it. Oh no, that would be... Could you imagine the level of vanity? How are you? I'm good. I'm having the best day, honestly. And it's Sunday and we're having fun for Sunday fun day. And it's just like, it's been working. I don't know. I'm on those Sunday vibes. Sunday fun day vibes. All right, let's see how this looks in practice. So like we have this and it has its own feel of like a magical meadow almost. Like that's how I see it. And then we get over here and it's like the same. Yeah, I don't like that. I feel like it's too samesies. But like, I like the idea of the 3D grass, and it's like, why wouldn't there be 3D grass everywhere if there's 3D grass, you know? Oh, oh. Into the void. Oh. That's not happened before. Oh. It looks like a line of code is missing. Did I just change that? No. New hat is set outfit. Why wouldn't I call this again? Okay, that's crazy. What? I get new hat and I'm supposed to set the transparency and a tweener to 0. And so I started at 1, but I wasn't calling it. I was calling its parent, which is first head child. Or it's not its parent, the version that we Q freed. No wonder. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that was happening. I don't know what that sound effect was, because I don't see anything in the activity feed. So I'm sorry if I just missed something happen. Was that a follow? Did someone follow? I don't know. Okay, let's try that again. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, okay. Weird. But anyway. So maybe like the difference is that in this, because it gives the appearance with the fence of like a manicured place, like maybe there's still grass, but there's just like considerably less, because this is like a lot of grass and it's going really far from the fence. Whereas like here it's like a meadow, so it's like, of course it's like wherever spread. But I'll make a variant on the grass that's just like a couple blades, and we'll use that on the edge of the fence, because this is, I think, like it works for like a grassy meadow, and I might even add more grass in here. But in the other one, I think it's too much, and it just makes it look like more of the same. Maybe we could even get like a slightly different material. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'd love to add even more to this centerpiece and make it more wild looking. Maybe like different color flowers. There wasn't grass in the actual levels. That's what we're doing. So Grainoid, what I'm doing today, I'm starting with decorating the level selection area, and then I'm going to use that to inform how I go in and decorate the actual levels. So figuring out what works on the micro scale, and then I'll extend that. Because yeah, the farm, I'm thinking we're gonna do variety and height on the corn, because I think it looks very strange that it's so clean on the top. And we're gonna look at like adding more things that you'd find in the ground generally, just like kind of a distribution of rocks and pebbles and stuff. But yeah, this grass is too big, so I'll just cut it out. I'm gonna bring in the lighting, the environment. Just so we get a good idea of what it's gonna look like. Oh. The flowers I think might be okay, but maybe just like more of a flower patch, and we can do like a maybe just one. I'm being greedy on the flowers. We can do like one overgrowth of grass. I'll do that. Or under here, because like of course you can't mow down here. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll bring in more grass. So I might have already taken it out of here. Yeah. Grass edge. I don't know what that is. Guess we'll try it. What do we have? Grass past 2. I don't know what grass is. Edges. Oh, to say road? Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think both of these could be good for this. I'll just name it grass medium. What version of Godot are you using? I'm using Godot 4.4. So, not quite the latest, but I've already updated the game once. So I didn't want to do it again. This is a different color, I think. Yeah, that was more like dead grass, I guess. What is the newest? I think it's 4.4.1 now. They put out a 0.1. So 4.4 came out like the beginning of like in March or April, I think. So it's pretty new, just not quite the newest. Demo build approved! That's exciting. Are you gonna do the June Next Fest? Did you sign up? And are you thinking you're gonna publish your demo right away for that, if that is the plan? Shadows. I registered, yes. Nice. Registered, but you aren't sure if you're gonna do it? Is that why you specified? No, I'm doing it. Okay. June is a festival month for me. Did you get into any others? Oh, you're doing turn-based Thursday fest right before next fest. Wow. Do you have to like do anything other than just, you know, be reaching out to content creators? Or is it like you have to provide a new exclusive trailer as part of the festival or something? I know sometimes they want something like that. Much for the demo? Afraid it's not for sale. Not for turn-based Thursday Fest, but I got declined by a few other festivals. I could do exclusive trailers for them. Using their mascots on the cards. I don't think you'd have to change the game. But I think they just want like the exclusive like announcement permission to be like, just for our event, here is a otherwise never before seen trailer to give them some, like, you know, clicks and legitimacy and whatever. Just changing the game for the video to make it attention grabbing. Oh, I see. I wouldn't have thought to do that. But that's why you're the brainoids behind this operation. Sorry. I'm so funny. Lol. Shake my head. Yeah. I think this is a little better. It's more like, hey, we're just not all flat. Not like it's wild in here, you know? I think that's good. It's like, lets it have its own identity, you know? I think this one could be, we'll add in the grass small. Grass small. Don't forget to contact me before the release, Brainoid, so I can do a release stream and do a giveaway. That's so nice. Pentic, I think this game is like right up your alley. I don't know if you've tried it yet, but Brainoid's game, I think, would fit well with the other games I've seen you play on stream. I mean, it's a memory game, but to me, memory and puzzle are very similar. Just like, you know, in the genre of a heady game. And then just, yeah, strategy and deck building. Grass small. Oh, this one's lighter color again. Okay. Interesting. I guess that'll add some variety in where I wanted to add it. Did I hear deck building? You did. Vango, hello, welcome in. Okay, so Tentic has played it. Gorley, we played your album on stream yesterday, the Spacey one. We did it at like towards the end of stream. It was very nice. It was. I like realized it stopped and was like, I wish it had been longer, or like maybe just because I didn't have it set to looping like I normally would for if it was on my computer. But it was really nice. Got the whole chat doing the dino dance for a bit. Yeah. Very spacey. But Gorley does make music. I love the little tufts that are just like totally out of sight. So it's like, that's not really for you. That's just where it is, right? If you happen to go around and see it. Even make some of these shorter. I think we did too much of this guy, so I'm gonna move him. All right, let's see how this feels. And I think a light purple, pinkish, like in my profile picture. Well, Vango, I will do my best to get a purpley pinkish color. I think I have one. But we are limited to the 2 Y's in your name. I never noticed that. We are limited to the colors that I have in my yarn collection. Purplish pink. Because this is like IRL yarn, you know. Yeah. Okie doke. Easter egg plank that lets you fall through could add to the rage on a bridge. That would be super funny if there's just like one bridge plank on the whole map that just falls if you land on it. And then you're just gone. Except, you know, if you fall through here, there's no consequence, right? Ooh, you just go right in that, don't you? I think this has a good feel. I think what it needs is a little sprout of butterflies that appear once in a while. I think that would be really cool, but I like the way this looks. I think it looks maintained. Ooh. It looks maintained, but still outside. You know, like this is outdoors. I think we could add some pebbles or some rocks as well. Just to make it a little more varied. But I think this is good. And then extending this to the actual level, there's gonna be, let's just hop in the level and take a look. We have the fence, of course, and then this is all spread out a bit more. And then we have these silos. So maybe following the pattern of like a few sprouts around the silos, but not like the whole thing, but just to be like, hey, it's harder to mow here, so we're gonna have more. Could be good. Also, like, there's nothing going on in this corner, so that could be interesting, or just make the map smaller would work too. And we have the water trough, but like we don't have a reason for it being here. So what if we added a reason? What if we added like a barn? What if we added a chicken coop? Just like outside, where, you know, if you get out, you can jump on it, but like that's basically all it does. I'm on a hammock type swing and there's a worm, and I have lost count at how many times I've almost stepped on it. Oh no. I love little hammock chairs. Those are so nice. I used to have like a self-standing hammock, like it came with like a metal frame to hold it up, and we set it up indoors. We bought it during COVID. We set it up inside of our living room, and we just like moved it around the house at various points. And we just like lounge in it and like work from it, take naps in it. I would knit in it for hours. It was so nice. We tried bringing it outside and like put it like out at night so we could look up at the stars together in it, but it was very hard to see the sky because of all the light pollution. It was a bummer. But I love hammocks. It's just like the most comfortable chair. So yeah, I think we could add more and also just shrink the space so it's not so much empty space. But I think we have a good pattern. And then I do want to add some butterfly spawns. So let's work on that. I've had one in the backyard for the past year or two, and I spend 60% of my day in it. That sounds so nice. I think there should be tufts of grass where the bridge is, too. I think that would be good. Let's get these medium ones. Where is it? Oh. Yeah, we don't want too much. We just want like a little something. For this magical floating bridge in space. That's good. I think that's fine. Not the best. But I think that's fine. It looks very dark because of the lack of a spotlight in the sky. We have ads starting in like 20 seconds, and I'm gonna run to the bathroom at that time. Feels like you're floating, but not. Yeah, it's like you're floating, but you're supported. I really like hammocks. And just like, it's so nice to stretch out in them. Very nice. Very nice. I'm a fan. I think I can make a butterfly. So that's what I'm gonna try to do real quick. Not real quick, just like next. Is it a ribbon? Like the whole length of this should be very small and rotated. Min domain, max domain should be 0.2. Oh, I thought that would make it shorter. All right, BRB. Was that for the wrong chat, DB9, or you just vibing with the easy listening? I do like the dancing kitties. And thank you for the giant pug. I feel like this looks pretty good. I don't feel like it's full yet. You just vibe with music? That's fair. But I think it's pretty good. Alright, let's throw down some pebbles. I'll just call it rocks. No 3D. I am so chilly. I had to put on my pants again. Pebbles. I'm just getting one of each, and then we'll see how I want to arrange them. Rocks 1. Rocks 2. Yeah, I feel like we're missing the sun. So I'm gonna bring that in because I want this to be accurate to how it's actually gonna look in the environment. So let's go get the level selection world 3D. I've returned and decided it is no longer outside time because it is cold out there. That's believable. It's the beginning of May and you're in Wisconsin, I think. So that's gonna be still pretty chilly potentially. But like long sleeve weather and not like parka weather, so that's nice. I mean, it depends what part of Wisconsin, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna make this, I guess I'll just leave this. I was gonna say I'm gonna take it out, but I need to see what it looks like together anyway, so I guess I'll just leave it. 45. Yeah, that's pretty cold. Ah, hello, welcome. Mesu, hello. Sunday fun day. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. 2 days ago, 31. Oh my god. Yesterday, 23. Today, 13. What? That's the full spectrum tempting. For me, it's too hot to exist outside. People sad. Yeah, no, too hot is definitely harder to deal with, I feel like. Because I can't just like take off my skin. Or like I shouldn't, at the very least. I like that this one's spread out. I think that's a good fit for this because it's like if it was a clump of rocks, I would think they'd cleaned it up because, you know. But if it's spread out rocks, it makes more sense that it just be there. Exactly, yeah. Anything above 15 to 20 is nice outside. Yeah, but there's a threshold of too hot. For sure. Fortune, welcome in. You can take off your skin, but shouldn't. Sounds like something a lizard person would say. Don't want to get outed like that. Jeez. 28C right now? Oh my gosh. That's too hot. You could, but I don't know how you would. I mean, you could probably picture a way someone would do that. I want to melt. Oh. Simply don't go outside. Yeah, but in Europe, they don't usually have air conditioning is the problem. I'm also a cold weather enjoyer. Did you say 28 is nice? 28's too hot. 55 to 70 F is perfect. Yeah. That's like 18-ish. And that's nice to me too. I like wearing a sweater. Like, give me a sweater. All right, I think this is good. It's got like a nice organic unevenness to it. And then in this corner, or maybe like along this back a little bit, I think let's put down the butterfly that I'm working on. Sweaters is greater than everything else. Agreed. I love sweaters so much. Sweaters, maybe a knit hat, but like not you need it, but like it's still comfortable. I'm wearing 2 hoodies, a crop top, and a tank top, and I'm still cold. 2 hoodies? Okay, it's very cold then. That's very cold. Okay, here we go. Make this a little shorter. The Freedom Forge Studios one and the Hypnotic one. So they're serious hoodies. Yeah, the FFS one is so warm. I don't have the Hypnotic one, but the FFS one is like, I'll wear that outside in the winter warm. Like, I'll wear like a coat too, but like I'll leave it unzipped, you know. I'm wearing the FFS shirt? Nice. Surprise Covino face. I think he was in here earlier. Thank you for the giant spinning Covino. I think I saw him, but I was cooking, so I couldn't really talk. Okay, what if I made this one? And I made a nice curve. And then I made the whole thing just like shorter. Why not? Oh, that's too short. Want to get the FFS hoodie, but it's a bit too much money to spend on something like that. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. I do agree with that. But it is very nice material. But I feel like Covino could have probably done a cheaper one. Like, if the point was just to be like representing this studio. But like, I know he also wanted it to be just like a quality product. Merch, yes. Do you have merch, Mezu? Yeah, I had the face from the first Chicken Chasers devlog that I made. And I was like, can I use this? Oh. Where did it just go? Oh. Gonna buy the Covino body pillow and underwear when those release. That's hilarious. Alright, this one's just gonna be a mirror of that one. So 180 and negative. Oh, this got all this. It doesn't really look like a butterfly, does it? And it's got backside culling. I managed to not re-enter your stream for hours. What? Why? I didn't do and think about doing any because I don't think people would purchase, to be fair. That's fair, but if you made something, like, I want to make one, but Like, I want it to be, without it being a reflection of me, just something people would want. But not like a high quality, but rather just like funny. Like, I want people to want it for the memes, basically. Oh. No backside pulling. Yeah, it is like a sideways hourglass. And now it's like darts. Let's change it to flat. Oh, that just totally... Oh, I'm holding both of them still. Like, I made the one shirt that was like cute and funny and like game dev. And that's the kind of thing I think like people might buy without it being like because it's me. Because I don't want someone to buy something just because it's me. Something related to rabbits, 100%. Just still think that it'll go back to like 2 viewers one day and it won't like matter. Yeah. Oh, wait. You'll go back to 2 viewers. I thought you meant like 2 viewers will buy it. And I was like, I get that. But you're not Your favorite number is 734. Oh, wait. What is it? Have I been here that often? You might just be gambling, Nor. Oi, just gave me a shout out from his stream. I just got a notification. 272. That is a good number. That is a good number. I agree with that. What if I took this off? Does this look more or less like a butterfly? We're trying. Maybe I'll just try animating it and then we'll figure it out from there. Flapping. Less. Okay, well, one thing at a time. Oh no. It doesn't pivot around the center. Of course not. Yeah, I was just trying to do it really simplified. Like, because it's just a little background thing. It's not like... Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I need a sweater too. I'm so cold now. So if these are centered and then these are just off center, if I rotate this, times 0. You make 3D objects in Godot? I mean, like really basic things like curves. Why don't I just go back here? This might be awful, so just bear with me. We're just trying things. Okay, new idea. We're going to change the rotation on this to just be upright. I think that looks like a butterfly. I think that's fine. The real friends are the runtime meshes we made along the way. I don't know. I think that looks butterfly-ish. Butterflish. Do you not think this is butterflish? If it's tiny enough, yeah. It's going to be very small. And it's going to be something that when you get close to it, it disappears. So it's going to be just like in the distance. Butterfly. Oh, digital butterflies are beautiful. That's the thing too. Like, I don't think you've seen a game where a butterfly actually looks like a butterfly, because I don't think any game bothers to, and they could just make like a moving couple of shapes. Prove me wrong, flying bow tie. Alright. At a glance. I would love to like cut this out a bit, but I can't. Palia has butterflies to catch though? Oh well, okay. If they're like an integral part of the gameplay, that's I think different than like a particle effect butterfly in the background. Yeah, if you saw the butterfly up close, you wouldn't like butterflies anymore. Just a bow tie, basically. We could add a gradient and make it really pretty. Let's do that. There, perfect. Oh. Let's make the height of it 1. So it'll just be from here to here. Wait. This isn't what I wanted. Okay, these are like defining the shape. I think we can get away with a lot less resolution. What is going on here? Just like the edge of it, I guess. Remember the butterfly SpongeBob episode? I remember the episode with Wormy, and then he turns into a butterfly, and everyone thinks he's a monster. Is that what you mean? You mean Wormy? Oh, Lord. I forgot to slow down the animation speed scale when I sped up the animation. Alright, this isn't it, but we're getting there. I don't like the dark center. Like, it kind of looks like something I'm not going to say. So we're going to change that. Simply by existing. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that is a good one. I don't know why this edge is here. I like when they're like, I want to go to the park with Wormy, and then I want this and that with Wormy. They're just like so eager to hang out with Wormy. I am saying that. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but that is what I was saying. This is a bit better. Yeah, it was just like the black center, I think was too much. Please say it. Brainoid. Disgraceful. I know. I don't know why these edges are green, but I'm okay with it. It kind of looks interesting, I think. Would this catch your eye? Police said we didn't see it. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. So we're gonna make this up a meter. Tip it forward. I want this always playing. Stop playing. Call this butterfly spawn. Just made us look at it more closely as it fluttered by. Would I lie? I think you would lie, Mr. Zombie. A bow tie with clapping animation would catch my eyes. Yeah. No. Alright, let's do another animation player and let's have it in circle. Movement. I'm gonna make this that, and then we're gonna have two butterflies. I think they might be too big. We can deal with that after I put it in, though. I made butterflies for my snake game, and they didn't look like balls. Skill issue. I don't think they do anymore. I think I fixed it. It's just when it was like a black center that I thought it kind of looked like a butt. I think the butterfly should turn into a tiny chicken when you get close to it instead of disappearing. Ignore me. You get close and it's got like a chicken head on it. Oops. Alright. Not alright, we're gonna do that. Alright, I'm gonna keep going. Yes. And yes. Exactly what I was thinking. Why does the bow tie have a booty hole? It doesn't anymore. It's just got a beautiful gradient of colors that fit with the game. And that's all it is. Alright, so we got butterflies. What do we do with them? I guess I could imagine it being like one, two, three, four. I think that would make sense. So here it would be up in here, this way, and roughly this way. And then this one, it would be in this quadrant, roughly. And it'd be this way, roughly. This one, yeah, this away. This away, and then it loops. Let's see. Oh, it went back around. Okay, Bamstradamus, welcome in. Welcome, Bam. Happy Sunday. Hi, heart. Did miss the cake decorating. Oh, we didn't decorate it. It was too hot, so we just went back to game dev while it cools off. Got already one Easter egg with the farm with the chicken head. I know. Butterfly chickens put these wings on a chicken and make them tiny flying chickens. Should we? That would be so easy to add. We just need to figure out this rotation thing. So he's like here, here. I mean, like, they can move a little bit crazy, but that's weird. Yeah, no, you should be going this way at this point. Why do you do this? Alright, I think I know what to do. Hmm. I'm gonna delete this. 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. I think... They're doing tricks. They're turning tricks. It's true. I'm gonna rotate this one on start then, because I don't want them to be like going the same way or anything. And then I think I know how to fix the problem next time. If we just make the last second, the last moment, a frame where it's go up a little bit too. So if this rotation is 126.1, then this one needs to be 126.1 plus 360, I think. And I'm gonna give this second one here a little height variance too. So like maybe at this point you could go down just cuz. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like in the scene and decide if we hate it or not. Stand sheet, child scene, butterfly spawn. Is this set to play on demand or on start? It wasn't. So if I put this over here. Naxmify, thank you for following. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Alright, let's see what it looks like in the scene and decide if we like it or not. What we need to do. Unity level grossness in Godot? What do you mean? Oh, because of the degrees. I mean, it's like just for my benefit. It says degrees here. If you're in the code, it wouldn't say degrees. It'd be radians. Oops. Instantly died because I was too busy looking up the butterflies. I think that looks pretty legit. What do you think, chat? Am I coping? And then if I get close, we'll do a different animation where they fly away. It's nice, do you think so? They look kind of cute. Looks great. Oh, thank you. We can also... Yeah, if we add an area here, maybe if I get close to it, they could kind of like just go away and then fade out. Then fade back in. Could be worse. That's not an endorsement, but okay. I'm just kidding. It is okay. But that's still the same term. Oh, it's super washed out because I forgot to disable the extra sun. Just a second. It's okay. I'm not in love with it. Maybe I'm looking closer than realistically people would, but I don't know. Syrian, thank you for following. Welcome in. I have to assume that if it's like one of the only things to look at, people are gonna like look at it for a while. And I think the animation looks weird. Like one of them appears to be upside down. Or are they both upside down? Hello. Maybe some more speed on the flapping. She has a butterfly phobia. Okay, yeah, that'd be interesting. I mean, like, don't torture your kid, but I'd be curious to hear from someone that feels like very aware of what butterflies look like. I think they're upside down. I think they need to be rocked forward instead of back. Or maybe it was just the angle I was looking at them, because now they look fine. Best thing about being a parent is the torture. You must have met my parent. No, that's terrible. My mom liked being a parent to blame us for being late to things. But then even when she was like living alone, she was late to things. So I think it was just a her thing. What if there was 100 of them? Oh. But didn't I exit the game? Interesting. I just want to try that again and see if I can reproduce it. Okay, it's this bug again. 100 butterflies carrying a chicken. Should we throw a little chicken on them? I want to see if this bug still shows up. I'm very chilly. I need to go get a sweater. And I need to maybe get a bite to eat. That's still happening. Quisket. Quisket, thank you for following. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Yeah, it doesn't like my butterflies. I think because I moved these. Sometimes it freaks out if you... Hello, welcome to chat. Sometimes it freaks out if you move it. All of this is in the mesh, so I'll just save as butterfly wing. And we'll just delete these. So silly that we have to do this. And we'll just call from quick load. And we'll give it a little rotate. Oh, I didn't type that in the angle. It's like, where did it go? But no, that makes perfect sense. All right, and then we'll do that again. Yeah, it's just like if you make a new mesh, or if you make a new node and you reparent stuff, sometimes it loses it, which is really frustrating. That's 0.25. Negative 0.025. Negative 0.04. Oh, that's positive. Oh my gosh. But okay. Negative 0.05. And this will be 0.05. 0.05. Oh, reset, of course. All right, let's see if it has the same error now. Or if it's just because of that I moved the meshes. Yeah, now it's fine. All right, let's do something stupid for fun. I think I have to navigate to, because I don't remember what the mesh is called on its own. And I don't want to bring in all the logic of an actual scene. Birds. So we've been using the brown chicken. Maybe I shouldn't have removed its skeleton. Now I'm feeling regret. Because then I can angle it to have more of the form it would need to be a butterfly. It's happening. It is happening. All right, let's pose like a butterfly. This is the dumbest thing I've done. I'm okay with it though. All right, doing a little bit of sliding on the bones, which I don't really like doing. I like rotating only, but In this case, I think it's fine. We're just trying to make it look like a butterfly. Yuck. Butterflies are just ugly. Like, that's just a fact. So, if you don't like the way it looks, probably just because it looks like a butterfly. Alright, and then we'll take the whole thing here and we'll rotate it. That looks like a butterfly chicken, right? Being dumb is important for morale. It's true. It's so small, it's cute. It doesn't even matter what it looks like. It's so tiny, it's adorable. I want to zoom more. Let me zoom. Just want to put the leg in front of the wing. Is it a butter chicken? It's buttered chicken for sure. Or a chicken fly. Being dumb will continue until morale improves. Yes. I think it's good. Except this bone. What is this leg bone doing? It won't let me zoom in anymore, so I can't see very well what's happening. Alright, let's animate it. Oh, is it backwards? I think it's backwards. We can fix that really easy. Fly away, little chicken fly. Ah, butter chicken sounds too tasty. Oh no, it's so good. What a good idea. Thank you, Ak. Oh, jeez. I'm not sure you're allowed to be this happy on your anniversary. What? What do you mean? Why wouldn't I be happy on my anniversary? I'm happy I got married. Ooh. Yeah, there's no way anyone's gonna be able to see it, but we'll know. Oh, they are upside down now. Yeah, it's apparent to me now that the chicken's up, or the butterfly is upside down. Because the chicken body is facing the wrong way. So we'll flip them around. But I think it's pretty good. All I have to do is add ignore me in my message to have my ideas implemented. You do. It's a guilt trip thing. I like their little shadows. They're not supposed to have shadows, but I like them. I like that you can't see the chicken in the shadow. Or no, you kind of can. It's a good reason to add chickens to every mesh. Yeah. Alright, let's flip them so they make sense, and then let's add like 30 more. Why? pause changed. Okay. Interesting. We have ads starting in 5 minutes, just so people know. I think it's because we're already going into the quit and cancel button. Wait. Did I cancel? I thought I just went to quit the game. Bezos. That's okay, because I get paid when you guys watch ads. So it's okay. Alright, so if I just quit out here, it doesn't happen. But it seems like if I quit and I'm in the zone... It was calling the cancel button. Thank you for the 1 bit, DB9. So this is fine. But then quit. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Oh. Oh, I see, because you don't see ads. You're just tipping me. Throwing pennies at me. So this is interesting. When we quit the level, where our character body is technically exiting this area before the detector. Turbo pays you anyway. That was just a tip. Yeah, that's fair. Like the player is exiting the area, so this is getting called right before this area gets queue freed. But then when we call a cancel button, we emit a signal. But hide prompt takes time. Well, I guess we're not waiting on it though. So I guess we could just say on toggle freeze in the game manager. Like that's what owns the quitting. Kind of sucks that we'd have to do an extra check here. But I guess we do. Or maybe when we're quitting, we could disable the signal. That'd probably be better than like having an extra variable check everywhere. Down here. guess just this one is what's causing problems. This is the only one I'll take time to disconnect. All right, we're going into ads, so I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, maybe refill my coffee, maybe grab a snack. Fun fact, the video game Yooka-Laylee, made by the same people who made Banjo-Kazooie, is about Jeff Bezos and how Amazon started as a bookstore. Interesting. I didn't know that. I only just heard about that game very recently. We'll test this when I get back from the bathroom. BRB. Alright, I need to fix my hair from putting the hoodie on, so that's why we're full screen. I got the leftovers from breakfast. Tofu. I have a tummy ache from all the coffee and little food. Standing desk. I'm gonna wait like 10 minutes on that Temptic because I have a very intense tummy ache and I want to eat first. But then I shall rise. But yeah, give me a minute. We'll eat, settle my stomach, and then I'll stand. Deal? I think it's a pretty good deal. I think you should take it. Alright. Let's get back into it. We were gonna see if this bug still occurs with my fix. It's kind of like a janky thing, but it's like, why would it crash on quit? Like, because it's not in tree. Like, shouldn't you know well enough that, like, it's not gonna... See, now it's fine. Okay. No, I don't want the sugar from the cake. I thought about it because it looks like it's perfect now. But I thought that would be very painful. Doctors hate this one trick. Cake for breakfast. Alright. We fixed bug with game crashing on quit when in corral zone, but not. Well, I'll just say in corral zone. Beer for lunch, pizza for dinner. That sounds good. I could go for pizza. Maybe I'll make the pizza tonight. Well, we have a date, so never mind. But another $1 lost per day, 5 cents a can. We're going to our favorite restaurant, which is a place that makes this vegan chicken that's like Chinese, like spicy marinade. It's so good. Also, I decided I'm gonna fix the chickens in a different way. I'm just gonna do this and then I'm gonna upload it. So we'll set these back. And then on this animation, it goes from 0 to -66. So I'm just gonna put it to +66. 67. There we go. And then I don't have to try and flip them around when they're like very elaborate. Cool. Yeah, it's so good. It's our favorite. And they have outdoor seating, which is like nice and quiet and relaxed. So good environment for Coda. But the indoors he can tolerate with his ear protection on. And it's just like, it's just so nice. You can get these big pots of hot tea that get brewed. Like, I don't know. I like it a lot. I like being there and hanging out. And then we were talking about going on a bike ride around our city, like around the perimeter of it, because we've never done that before. And maybe taking the dogs. I really want to try the Dave's hot chicken cauliflower not chicken sandwich. I didn't know Dave's had something like that. $16? And the other side of town. Wow. Well, I'm happy to hear Dave's is offering vegetarian food now. That's nice. And like, the thing is, Like, I can't imagine as a vegetarian and like sitting in a place like Dave's. Like, I feel like overall the environment, the smells, it would still like gross me out, you know? They have been for a while. Well, like, what's a while? Because like I haven't been to the Midwest in like 3 years, and Minnesota area I haven't been for like 6 years. But I haven't even been like offered to go to Dave's since I was like 10 years old. Like, it's just it's been so long for me. A little over a year. Okay. I just made eggs and toast and coffee. Not Chris, welcome in. And now I feel, I don't know. You don't know how you feel? Oh, I should have made toast. I didn't even think of that. Like, it's too early. Can you go back to bed? Toast would be so good. Added butterfly. Yes. I decorated this. Decorated tutorial island with more small items. I could, but I'm wired on meds and caffeine. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm having tofu scramble, which is like basically eggs. Oh. This is a bug I fixed. You made a cool game concept yesterday. Go on. How old are you? Dave's opened in 2017. Dave's Barbecue? No, it didn't. Like famous Dave's? But I started following into making the environment before solidifying the gameplay, so I had to stop falling into it. I don't think that's so bad. Like, as long as, I mean, it's been a day, right? Having half our old stream bread. It's pretty good. Oh, nice. No, Dave's hot chicken. Oh. We were talking about different things then. Famous Dave's. I thought that's what you meant. We always called it Dave's. Covino, you want to see the cursed thing we just made? Are you watching, Covino? Are you watching? Do you see the butter chicken? I should know by now. Without a plan, I'm like a boy in a forest. Or some relevant analogy. Fair enough. Oh my. They flap. Okay, yeah. Vongo doesn't like that, and I'm not gonna let that through either. Rewrite it. Could you texture the wings to be butter? They wouldn't really fit the style if they had a texture. You mean color them? What came first, the larva or the butter chicken? Ugh. They could probably stand to be more butter-like. If we made it end more yellow. Oop. Is that buttery enough? I actually kind of like this though. Great idea. It was Ock's idea. I can't take credit. And the name was Brainoid's idea. Currently making a thumbnail with Mr. Beast. Who, you? I'm so confused by that comment. You need eggs with wings. I also want to see a large chicken made from smaller chickens or a chicken with a mech suit. All right, I'm feeling like my stomach settled a little bit. And now I'm full again. Gonna go cut my hair yourself? Be careful. Did you know, Pravina, by the way, I'm wearing my FFS hoodie. Just put it on a second ago. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go drop my food back in the fridge and then standing desk. All right, I have begun standing. Let the record show. It is 2 hours, 30 minutes in, and I have to stand for 10 minutes. Now that is a nice hoodie, 10 out of 10. Yes, go get your hair cut. Free Fart Studios. That's me in the middle of the night after eating late. Yeah, standing. It was redeemed a while ago, but I had a sour stomach, so I wanted to eat a little bit first. Get something to absorb all the sugar from making cake this morning. All right, if we put the light back on. Butter chickens, this is so funny. Let's spawn a few more. Let's also add in some logic to make them leave. Let's just put these up higher. Put that one over here. Nice. Nothing like some beautiful buttered chickens in a meadow. Right. Scale 10. No. No, you gotta say the keyword. Morning cake. Oh wait, you're way in the future. Yeah, oh yeah. It's almost 4 p.m. here. You worked at NASA. Yeah, I did. Did you go to the moon? What do aliens look like? I thought you knew that. Where are the chickapillars? That's the cutest phrase I've ever heard, but we just got the butterflies. So I worked in the aeronautics project as an electronics engineer. So like area body. So designing like control systems and embedded interfaces of the control systems for electric motors on like future airplanes. Future airplanes, like cutting edge airplane designs. Ignore me is the keyword, right? You don't even remember your own keyword. Are you friends with Neil Armstrong? No. I don't know that person personally, but I'm sure we could be friends. You're speaking gibberish to me? Oh, I'm sorry. What's neat is I was a civil servant. So when I like started my job, this like really like had me all like, oh wow, you know. When I started my job, I had to get sworn in because I'm like technically like the type of government employee that has to get sworn in. Neil Armstrong is dead? Wait. Is he? I have no idea. Airplanes mentioned? Yes, tempting. Yeah, I worked on really just a test bench of a control system for a motor that would go on a plane eventually. There are many words, but few are key. Bucky, welcome. Wait, were you here earlier? I think I already said welcome, but welcome again. Aeronautics, control systems. Whoa, the two subjects I found the most interesting, but we won't mention that I never understood them. Okay, we won't mention it. I can't compete with that, but I worked at a science museum for some time, and one year had to pick up an actual spacesuit from Hamilton Sundstrand once in a while. A big white van with the older gentleman who made the pea water converter concept thing. Kids love the spacesuit. Oh yeah, there's so many like cool things going on. It was like so hard not to just be constantly starstruck. Yeah. Everybody wants to build planes, but ain't nobody want to learn that friggin' maths. What? The math is fun. Anyway, it wasn't like I was doing math. I was doing, I was doing digital logic math, right? So it's like, I know that a control system needs to take in a pulse wave modulation. God, I said that and I sounded like an asshole. You need to send into an amplifier for the motor, basically like highs and lows, and like in a period of time, the amount of high before the low would convert into just like a direct voltage intensity. So then you have to like write systems. I had to write systems that would produce those waves, like the signal that we wanted, using digital logic. So that was like the level of math that I was doing. And then it was a lot of just like reading well, what's the term? It's been so long now. Data sheets for like different equipment and like how do you interface, like, you know, like a Raspberry Pi, it would have like a few ports on it. I would deal with something kind of like that, but with like a lot more ports, and they'd all just be like loose pins. And then we'd say like what we want to connect to it. And then we'd be like, okay, so like what kind of connector hub do we need, and how many like lines of data do we connect to it, and we connect it to a power supply, that kind of thing. I feel like I can't get detailed enough without taking hours, and like to say it vaguely makes me sound like I'm humble bragging, so I'm really sorry about that. A 40-minute car ride both ways. Oh my god. Do you actually understand the Laplace transforms? Yes, I agree. Math is fun. I'm trying to remember what Laplace is. I feel like I remember drawing a fancy L, but I mean, I definitely like I went to school for electrical engineering, so I went through calculus through Calc 3, and then did linear algebra and differential equations, and then like discrete math and statistics and stuff like that. So I did a lot of math. Oh, Carrot needs to go outside. I'll be right back. Go outside. Bud, you want to go outside too? Alright, no bark. Carrot, no bark. I'll just leave him out for a little bit, and then I'll go back and shut the door. Don't start about the math. I need to work on that one day soon for my game. Oh no. I liked and studies in mathematics in uni, but drifted and went into software development. Yeah, I loved math. I was really interested in getting a math minor, and I would have loved to take multivariable differential equations, which would be like the next step in differential equations that kind of like ties in multivariable calculus. I just didn't have room in my schedule when I had to, you know, graduate. So I didn't end up getting to take it, which was a bummer. But yeah, it's an air traffic control simulation, and I needed the math to calculate the acceleration, deceleration, speed, and height of aircraft while they depart or land. I mean, that's a plug and chug, isn't it? Like, once you have the equations, the formulas, and then just decide how accurate you want to be on them. So only the most basic maths, like Fourier transforms. Yeah, just like that. I also did like controls and signals and stuff, so there was like a lot of extra stuff with math on frequency-based equations like that. We used to have raspberry bushes at home. It covers a function into something else, some kind of magic. See, like mega big huge brain. I think I'm above average intelligence, but I don't have a marker. And like, I think people are smart in different ways. And for me, I just get so hyper fixated on some things when I think it like starts to make sense that I like get like obsessive about it a little bit. So there's just like a few topics where I'm like really into it, but I'm also kind of scattered at times. And like, if I'm in the wrong mood, I just can't even think. It just really depends. I do think that in my current job, I'm not being used to the extent of my capability. And just like, I've tried to tell them and they're not like seeing it that way, which is annoying. So I've just been like, all right, you know, I'll just do what you tell me, and you can pay me, which I guess is like a normal job. Whatever. I'm over here licking windows. Got like a B- in math. Bomb chemistry though. B-. That's failing. I'm just kidding. Hopefully. Yeah, Tentic, I think it will be. If you're comfortable with like doing a conversion to discrete, which is like the thing you really need. And if you need, I can talk to you about like running. I mean, it's basically just running sums, applying gains, and like understanding what a time step is, and you should be fine. Differential equations are somehow so interesting to me from a PRPBLRM solving standpoint. I don't know what that is. I feel like we need to approximate anything decently complicated anyways. Yeah, I love DiffyQ. It's to me it was like the most satisfying puzzle. Like it was like they'd give me a sheet of like questions and I'm just there like, oh, how can I like fit this together? And it's all plug and chug once you know the equations. Having done a decently high level of math, I asked why would you want to do more complicated differential equations? Because it was fun. It was like puzzles. I really struggled with differential equations. Struggled. Avoiding the DEs was the whole goal for me. Carrot Cake, come back. Hold on a second. If you're inside, you're inside. Go back out. We're being crazy. Then discretize that equations to make them fit into the application you are targeting. Yeah. I can draw a triangle with one hand and a circle with the other. That's pretty impressive. Does that mean anything? It's pretty impressive. At the same time? Right. Wow. I'm gonna laugh if the answer is no. At the same time. Okay. That can be beneficial too because your boredom makes you want to do stuff on the side. Yeah. Except, like, it also kind of burns me out being bored and frustrated, you know? But it's like I'm not consistent enough, and I get that. So, like, you don't want to... At NASA, it worked out, because we were, you know, science experiments, basically, and everything was just, like, as if we were working in a lab in university when we were working on my projects. So it's like, we have 10 months to do this. We don't know how to do it. You just try some things. Just show up every day and like communicate what you're thinking. And then like the actual like completion metrics weren't the same in a way that really like meshed well with my like on-off brain. Like just, it worked better. I'd like to be on that conversations as well. Wait, did I miss something? Oh, I see. Inte? Wait, I don't understand. I can also do a kickflip on the skateboard. Wow, I can't ride a skateboard. That's impressive. I meant to say I had a hard time being motivated to solve anything analytically there. Yeah, if you don't care, it's like... At least for me, I just become a rock. And I just don't move if I don't care. Took me 3 sprained ankles and 1 knee fracture to learn. Did you learn to just not do it? Can't type for the life of me, apparently. Okay, okay. Someone is interested in Python. You have several packages to play with ODEs and stuff. DiffyQPy. Nice. Sounds freaking awesome. Yeah, it was... Like, working in a lab is something I would be very interested in doing again. There's, like, a facility out here. Here, I'm gonna go back to sitting desk. I think I've earned it. There's a lab, like, near my house that's, they're called the European Spallation Source. And it's, like, a big particle accelerator facility. And when I was applying for places in Sweden, I had applied there for a job. And I had an interview, but I ended up canceling it because I accepted something else before the interview even got scheduled. but I kind of regret. And I've like looked since, and like they're just not hiring for the job that I was applying for. That would have been like my job at NASA, but there, like that person, I guess whoever they hired is happy, so they just haven't opened it again. So, oh well. Anyway, I want to video the triangle circle thing. You can still send them an application. Yeah, I can, and maybe I will someday, but right now I'm just like kind of like the idea of starting another job sounds awful to me. And like I would rather just figure things out where I am and like do game dev. If you want to make science again, count me in. That's sweet. I mean, I feel like game dev is more satisfying. And it also, like, because I'm a hobbyist, because like for the most part, I work in either alone or super small groups. Caffeinated Minds, thank you for following. It's really like it works with my way of working in my brain, which is nice. Here, I'm gonna just attach a script to this now so we can like get this working. Okay, so like despawn zone. Attach script. So really I need to know if the player enters and then if the player exits. So we can just do that with this directly. I usually don't like to do this. I would do it in code itself, but in this case it's so unique to the scene. NASA's Unity only, sorry. Senor Pantaloon, welcome in. Good morning, Creative Waste. Welcome. Happy Sunday, everyone. Not a time for big change right now. That happens to me a lot. Yeah, we're just gonna survive for right now. And do game dev. Make chickens that are butterflies. Okay, so if body is player, save. So when the player gets in the zone, we're going to create a timer for a random amount of time for the butterflies to like fade out. How's your Sunday going? It's going really good. We are having Sunday Fun Day, and we did some cooking this morning on stream. I did a IRL stream for a bit, and that was really fun and worked out because I needed to eat. And then it's actually my wedding anniversary, so I have a hot date planned with my husband after stream today. I'm very excited. We're just like doing all the things that we love to do and doing it together, and he got me a present, and I'm just like, life is good. We made a cake this morning on stream. That's like my present to him. It's nice. It's been 11 years together and 7 years married. I have to check. 2018. So yeah, 7 years, I think. The butterflies are a metaphor for all the things in life that seem in reach until you're closing in and almost there, and then they evaporate. Oh. We also have differential equations on the menu. Yes. Yes, we do. I'm like reading not Chris and Og's conversation on the side here, not reading it out. It's funny. My wife and I have been together for 16 and married for 10. Awesome. Oh my god. I want that. And I want to double it. And then I want to double it again. It's nice. It's nice being married. Like, at least it's not always nice, to be clear. Like, I don't just universally think marriage is like a positive thing, but like when it's right, it's so good. It's like having a sleepover with your best friend, but like forever. It's so cool. Marriage is the best. Yeah. Getting emotional over here. Yeah, it can be nice. It's, you know. Any advice? 3 years? I guess my only advice from like my experience and creative waste you should weigh into. You got more time under your belt. My advice is like, you're gonna change. You're both gonna change, and you're not gonna be the people that you originally married. And that's a good thing. And like, it's more important that you grow together. And like, there's this thing that I heard, and like, I think is really true, which is like, you can fall in love with the same person multiple times because you're changing. It's not like something's wrong with you or anything. It's like, because you're changing, you kind of like rediscover each other. You're not just done. It's not if you think you're still married to the same person you were like 10 years ago, then you've not been paying attention, and you should pay attention to them. Like, basically, because they're gonna change, and like, you get to rediscover who they are, and you get to reshare who you are with them, and that's a positive. And yeah, I guess that's it. Except your partner has a very static personality. Wait, me? Me and my partner have been together for 0 and married for 0. To tack onto that, the phases of changing are going to feel weird. It might get hard at points. That's so true. The rediscovery goes harder with 2 kids. Oh, I bet. Yeah, big changes in life. Definitely also just like, I mean, it's gonna happen, and sometimes it'll happen fast, but when you experience big changes in your life, it's, I think, even more likely that you'll just have like these like hysteresis jumps of change. And yeah, it's hard, but then like, holy crap, the staying together when it's hard, it means so much more than staying together when it's easy, you know? And so like, when people celebrate longer terms, like, you have to assume it got hard. Like, that's just normal. And like, that they hung in there, and like, you know, we're able to rediscover what's good. That's really nice. Yeah. Except if, oh, no, I just don't think it's true that anyone's static. I don't know your partner and barely know you. That's fair. Anyone else has goosebumps? Anyone else have goosebumps? What? Oh, from talking about it. It's nice. Hysteresis is one of my favorite words. It's a good one. It's a good one. I really hope to keep my last ex. I mean, that's the thing too. Like, you can't force it. And like, if it's forced, it's not good. It's like, there's this old joke. Like, I heard it in high school, but maybe it's not that old. That's like, friendship is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably crap. And I think the same is true of a relationship. Like, it's not forced. Like, you have to both want to try. You know what I mean? You're currently in a change and it is rough, but we are figuring it out. Same. My husband's disabled and it's new. It's not something that he always was. And we don't know if it's temporary or what. And it's just like, how do we, like, we're learning to, like, you know, move on with it at this point. And yeah, like, it's hard. Maybe it's always a little hard, but like, if you both want it to work, and like wanting it to work also is something that, and I feel like maybe I'm going back and forth, being confusing, and I'm not meaning to, but like, in a moment you might not want it to work, but if like, even at, you know, a bad fight, a bad day, you might not want it to work. The issue is when you don't want it to work over an extended period of time, I would say. But like, that's when it becomes forcing it, I guess. Like, if your partner is not interested in trying and they're not interested in doing, I don't know, therapy or something, like, don't force it. But yeah. I used to make a lot of money. Now I make no money, but she still laughs at my jokes. Oh, that's nice. She was really nice, but it also makes sense that we are not a thing anymore. Thoughts on plasmapheresis? Pheresis? What is this? Plasmapheresis? Oh, on the word. Oh, I see. That's first in your pantaloon. Okay. She laughs at your jokes and lets you have half her coffee. That's nice. Defesmo, welcome in. Happy Sunday. Why and when did he become disabled? It was a burnout that left him perpetually dizzy and extremely sensitive to light and sound, and just like ongoing brain fog. It happened now like 2.5 years ago. It just like came on one day and just never went away, and no doctor has been able to say why or when it will go away or how to make it go away. Just that it's probably burnout, because there's no physical reason it's happening. So, yeah. The hardest part right now is at the end of the day, once the kiddos fall asleep, we barely have the energy to be with each other, so it's hard to set aside time. Oh, definitely. I remember Coda had a surgery in his eyes, right? No, he's just got very intense light sensitivity. So when he's out here and I have like lights on, he can't be around the lights because they're just too bright. Like, even in the grocery store, he'll wear sunglasses. Yeah. You know, that's just a phase of life, though. Yeah. Something Coda and I do that I really like, that it just makes me feel like even if we don't have the time or like, you know, whatever, we hold hands a lot. Like, especially when we're in bed and we're like getting ready to fall asleep, we'll just hold hands until we fall asleep. And like, it's so nice. Just like I'm making an active point of like being in this moment with you, even if like we're both on our phone or something, we're still like connected in that way. I'm always wearing FL41 glasses. Are those the migraine glasses? That's fucking adorable. Thank you. I can hardly see the selection box under enter farm level. Wait, what? The selection box under enter farm level. Is there something wrong with it? Is it bugged? I think it's because wait. Oh, I tried to give some hugs, but I overheat so easily. Yeah, Koda's the same. He gets so sweaty. And I think that's why we ended on hand holding as like if we can, it's really bright because of the extra sun. If we can, like we'll glomp on each other and just like have more just physical contact. So I was able to see it. Senor Pantalone, is it in the playtest? You're saying you can barely see it because is it like small? Yeah, but like it'll get too hot and then we'll be like, oh, I can't touch because it's sweaty, but like we'll hold hands and like, or like keep a hand on each other, and that's like the extent. I got light sensitivity problems too, and the lenses help a lot. That's really nice that you found something that works. You said it's FL41. I'm gonna write that down in case Coda hasn't heard of that and we want to try it. FL41. He's also really sensitive to motion, so like when he plays Chicken Chasers, he doesn't rotate the camera. He doesn't rotate the character at all. He only does the WASD controls and is just like terrible at it because of that. But it's okay. I have to use extreme light sensitivity when I was younger. Oh, I used to have extreme light sensitivity when I was younger. I had to wear sunglasses almost 24/7, went outside a blanket over my head. It's really bad, and even worse since I have blue eyes, which have more night vision. That's hard. Oh my gosh, a blanket over your head? That's intense. My wife and I cuddle for like 2 minutes. I'm a space eater, so it doesn't last long. I start when I was 16 years old, but I used to have several programming language over that time, so it's not the only language I used to code my stuff. Wait, is that just something else? Oh, I think... Wait. Yeah, that's just something else, sorry. I have a small fan pointed at me usually. Yeah, that works. That helps. We always have a fan on. We have a big standing fan in our bedroom for like sound pollution that like helps us fall asleep and to cool off when we need it. I'm not using mouse. Game controller? Overhead lights have always bothered me so much. Yeah. Soft lighting's so the way to go. My wife and I locked legs when we sleep. Just one leg overlaps the other person's. That's cute. That's our handhold thing to do. That's nice. Yeah, it's like you gotta have your... Like, it doesn't have to be unique, but you have to have your own thing that's like established. Like, just like having some sort of non-verbal or like... I mean, I guess it can be verbal, but like you just have to find a way to communicate to each other that, you know, you're there and the love and such. Almost 22 years of JavaScript for me, and I still don't really understand reduce. Just a hey, I'm here thing. Exactly. So I'm thinking, how are we gonna make these hidden? And I think we have to add a script in the butterflies to fade out because we can't access the mesh directly from the parent. Reduce flattens an array. What does that mean? BRB breakfast. Pizza has been requested. Ooh, breakfast pizza. That sounds good. All right, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a script to the butterflies that figures out how they should hide themselves. Um, hmm. Okay, so what should the butterflies do? Oh, we have ads starting in 5 minutes. So I have a hard cutoff in half an hour. Should I just read us out now? I feel bad because I feel like I didn't get much done today. But it's been a really nice hang. I'll read us out. We'll snooze it a couple times. So anyone new that comes in will get pre-rolls, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start getting ready for my date and taking care of the dogs and stuff. Thank you for the stream. Well, okay, so we got like 15 minutes or so because I'll do the snoozes. This was really nice. Nice Sunday. And I know I'm just being a broken record here. So next Saturday, I'm going to be going to a party. So I'm going to have an earlier stream on Saturday. And then I can potentially do an IRL stream if that's something people are curious to see. And I can just take you on my commute to the party because it's in a different city and I get to ride the train. It'll be fun. But I don't have to. I can just do an earlier game dev stream. And then Sunday fun day, of course. And I think what'll happen, it's gonna be like 15 minutes, Vongo. Then yeah, we're gonna read out somewhere. IRL stream now. I just had one. The barber was booked. Oh no. I'm sorry, Covino. But yeah, what was I saying? So I don't really have much to upload, but I'll still probably do a build before the end of the night tonight. So there's a latest playtest tonight. So like tomorrow morning you could see it probably. Or just tonight, I don't know. So like in maybe 5 or 6 hours I'll have a new build. And that would be build 0.7. And then I'll be doing a upload probably once a week. And just kind of going back to my normal, I work full time and do this on the side schedule. Sad I heart noises. But this has been a really nice 2 weeks and I had a lot of fun. Thank you for the relationship convo. Of course, that was really fun. Okay, let's see if we can get this working before we go. We're gonna attach a butterfly script. Fun. Hi. Hide butterfly. Hide meshes. And this will be void. And for now, it'll do nothing, and then we'll come back and write that. So what I need is this guy to say hide meshes true. And then this one is going to be false. Thank you for the giant emotes, DB9. Covino, are you going to stream soon, or do you have a couple more hours before? Market your game. Josh Cooper, thank you. You're right, I should. Let's, I'm going to finish this code, and then we can record a thing of it and show it off. Okay, so if n else. Okay, so in like an hour? Oh, that's not enough time. All right. Well, then we'll go see someone else. That's okay. Okay, so either way, I want to wait. var randef range from 0 to 1. Let's say 0.75. Var weights time is random range. If enabled, okay, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a tween. Okay, and what we're gonna do is say the tweener property. Oh god, we gotta do like 4 meshes. Okay. Wing 1. Wing 2. Body. Okay. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the chat, so I'm just gonna keep working. Wing 1 is gonna be transparency. Okay, so maybe if I like define them as mesh in 3 days, it'll work better. So if it's enabled, then we are hiding it. I'll just change N to hide. To hide. Transparency is going to 1 for wait time. Oh no, it's spotty. I probably need to make a separate tweener for each of these. That's frustrating. Zero, zero, zero. Yeah, because it'll do these one at a time, which is gonna look super weird. Tweener 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So when we enter, we're gonna either, yeah, this is fine. All right, let's see if it looks, and if it's decent, then we will make a recording of it. Oh gosh, the light. Oh, they still have a shadow. They're just like, nope. All right, the 0 wait time is too slow or too fast. We should change that. 625 to... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're on our last snooze. But I believe in us. Okay. Antoine, I don't think I said hello. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Maybe I did. I don't think I did, though. I don't think I said hi. Sorry about that. Oh. Let's... Can I get this to phone dimensions? Nah, I'll just do the whole thing and then clip it. Crop it. Alright. That was okay. And then let's get a recording of it animated. Is this game on mobile? No, but the recordings need to be like that. So that I can post them as shorts. Alright. Unfortunately, no. Okay. I don't think we necessarily have time to do the social media post, but I can always do that after. This might be so well suited for mobile. I mean, it needs 2 hands to do the controls, so maybe, but I don't want to make a mobile game. If it did well on Steam, I would consider porting it, but I wouldn't default to that. Buttered chicken. I'll know what it means. Use the phone gyroscope for the pogo orientation? God, that would be... Oh, you mean like this. I thought you meant like spin with like the GPS. That would be something else. Oh, I accidentally recorded audio. How long is this? Like... Okay, I think this is probably fine. We have 4 minutes to raid out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Spin, you could take over the world. You'd be famous? Me? That sounds good. I want to be famous. I think it's too slow to start. I think we need to be, like, already moving forward. But it's funny, like, to be like, hey, this is what this is, and then you go in and it's, like, so tiny. You can't really see it. Maybe that'll be the caption. Let's do, like... Fail clip. Added a secret. Can you spot this little guy in the scene? Does it not auto wrap? Alright, and then the whole thing will center. And we'll take off this orange outline. Here we go. Alright. Well, going into traffic. People in the wild pogo sticking without a pogo stick. If they had to like actually jump to do the double jump, that'd be so funny. No one would play it though. People aren't fit enough for that. I like that making the footage forces you to play the game over and over at each stage. Yeah, it's good to get exposure or like to, you know, look at it a lot, obviously. Let's put a funny song on top. We have 2 minutes. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh, maybe can I do this fast? There was a song in here that I thought was really funny. Yes. Okay, and we'll do a fade out. Are you not gonna play? This is Kaden Live. What? How is that the loop? Oh, something got... Oh, because I set this and then I played myself. Okay. I'm not gonna be able to finish this. We have to raid out. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I hope to see you next week. I hope you have a good work week, and I hope you try chicken chasers if you get a chance. I'll post another build, as I said. Off we go. If you're watching ads, we're gonna go see Catherine the multitasker. So just go there if you get sucked into ads. But we're gonna raid as fast as possible here. Bye.